What is going on, everybody? It is your man R0B back at it again with another New York Giants video. And first and foremost, I want to thank you guys for all the love and support that you guys have been showing on the channel. It really means a lot. We're currently at 89 subscribers on the channel. Once we hit to 100 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a $15 gift card of your choice. The way that you guys can help me out reach that goal is smashing that subscribe button, hit that like button as well, and do retweet out. Make sure you guys turn on those bell notifications so that you know every time I upload a video. And be sure to tweet them out. Share the video. And if you want, my links are in the description when it comes to my Twitter. So go ahead. If you want, tweet it out, share it, tag me in it, and I'll make sure to go ahead and I'll like that. And I'll give you a shout out in the next video. So if you want to get a shout out in the next video, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, you like the video, and share the video on a social media platform with one of my links that are down in the description, and I'll make sure to shout you out in the next video. But today's video is big, huge. Now, as of right now when I'm recording this, it is 11:45 p.m. on Friday. I've been working all day since about 9 o'clock this morning. And as I was working, the news broke out that Schoen was hired by the New York Football Giants to be the new general manager of the team. Super excited. You guys know that I was a huge Joe Schoen fan and that I wanted him to get the job strictly because I feel like he would be the best suited to be able to pull this off with the cap situation that we're in, with the draft capital that we have, and the contracts that we've taken on over the last few years. That I think he would be the perfect fit to be able to go ahead and adjust and get us going in the right direction. So super excitement from all of the New York Giants fan base, but for me, very excited. And now that we've got that GM in place, and I was saying that we needed to get that in place sooner than later because he's already started the head coaching search. I would not surprise me one bit if by next week we have the head coach in place. I would say probably maybe by Wednesday or by Friday of next week we'll have the head coach in place, hopefully, and that way we can get started, or they can get started on evaluating the roster, looking into the draft, free agency, what players they can bring back, what players they can restructure. I can almost probably guarantee that Joe Schoen is going to be putting in extra hours overlooking the team, overlooking the contracts, reaching out to players, talking with players, introducing himself with players. Can't wait for him to have his press conference and for the Giants to officially introduce Joe Schoen and having the ability to go ahead and speak with him, hearing the media ask him questions, hearing his responses and what his vision was. And right off the bat, I want to pull this up here because he's laid out a statement, and this is the statement here, and I'll read it for you guys. So the statement says is that the work begins. My immediate focus is to hire a head coach who I will work in lockstep to create a collaborative environment for our football operations. A person who possesses the ability to lead an organization and the ability to motivate and develop players. On a personal side, we will begin to evaluate our roster and prepare for the draft and free agency. Our goal is that to build a roster that will be competitive, that will have depth, and most importantly, win football games. So we've got this statement, Joe Schoen not wasting any time putting a statement out to the media for us to go ahead and see, and reaching out to those Giant fan base and saying, hey, listen, this is what we're going to be going. We're going to be having a product on the field that's going to be competitive. We're going to have depth. We're going to have players. We're going to win football games. We're going to be evaluating the players that are on this roster. We're going to be evaluating the draft, free agency. I love it. I absolutely love it, and I am ecstatic. Now the question goes is, who is going to be that head coach? Who is going to be that guy that Joe Schoen is going to bring in, and that's going to be his right-hand man? Is it going to be Brian Daboll, the offensive coordinator? Could it be Leslie Frazier from Buffalo? Could it be Brian Flores, or could it be Dan Quinn? All of which have ties to Joe Schoen. Now, I really think it's probably going to depend on what happens really with the game this weekend. I think if the Buffalo Bills win the football game, I think it's more than likely positive that we could probably see Dan Quinn or Brian Flores with the head coaching job, because you don't want to continue to put this off. You don't want to wait. You want to try to get that head coach in place so that you could go over and evaluate this roster and make a plan for the future. But I do think, though, that if the Buffalo Bills do lose, that Brian DeBall will be named the next head coach for the New York Football Giants. He was interviewed today. He had his interview today. Joe Schoen's not wasting any time. Not wasting any time. He's getting it going. I understand that he's still part of the Buffalo Bills organization until the year is complete, but that doesn't mean that he's not going to start, evaluating. And I'm sure more than likely, if they do make a Super Bowl run and they win, I'm sure that he will receive a Super Bowl ring, because he was a part of the organization. But in regards to it, he's probably already beginning and is kind of putting the Buffalo Bills on the side and really trying to go forth and getting the New York Giants position ongoing. So not wasting any time. They interviewed Brian DeBall. Also, again, there were rumors that have surfaced that Brian Flores is a hot commodity when it comes to New York Football Giants, that Joe Schoen has reached out to him a couple of days ago, and that Brian Flores values the New York Giants position, the head coaching job, and really has this franchise high on his list. So we will see. I think if we do hire a guy like Brian Flores, I would probably put us in the 90% chance, I'd say 90 to 93% chance that we could see Deshaun Watson with the New York Giants jersey on next season. I do feel that is possible. I do feel, though, if we bring in a guy like Brian DeBall or a guy like Leslie Frazier or a Dan Quinn, that more than likely that Daniel Jones will be the quarterback going forward for the 2022 season, with his replacement either being a backup that we bring in via free agency that would potentially take over the team or take over if for whatever reason he's not playing well, and then potentially into the draft or in next year's free agency. So, the sky is the limit. Until we figure out who the head coach is going to be, we can't really make the speculations as far as what they're going to do. We have to just see. So I think once the head coach is in place and once the league is the season is officially over and we have a Super Bowl champion, then we can start to speculate moves and things like that could potentially happen. I mean, hell, if they get the head coach in place, it's a very good possibility we could potentially see a Deshaun Watson trade before the Super Bowl. We saw it, with Alex Smith, who he was traded when he was traded from from San Francisco to the Washington football team. So we saw that trade go down. Or was it Kansas City? Might have been Kansas City. Oh, it's Kansas City, excuse me. So we saw Kansas City make that trade and send him off to Washington during that Super Bowl. So it's very, very well possible that we could see a trade happen during the Super Bowl week or sometime during the Super Bowl and make that happen where it's breaking news. So that's a very strong possibility. But super excited as a fan base, man. As a Giants fan, I'm very excited. You have to be. We're bringing in change. We went outside the organization. I truly, truly believe that Joe Schoen was the man for this job, and I said it numerous amount of times. Not taking away anything from Ryan Poles or Adam Peters. All three of these guys have really developed. When you look at all three of these teams, the Chiefs, the Niners, the Buffalo Bills, they really have a lot of guys, cornerstone pieces that were all from the draft. They do have veteran guys. They did go out and sign some veterans, either free agency or via trade. But for the most part, the cornerstone pieces, when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Hardman, Clyde Edwards, these guys were drafted by this organization. When you look at the 49ers, Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Mitchell, George Kittle, like these guys were drafted by this organization. Mike McGlinchey, those players were drafted by Deebo Samuel. These guys were drafted by this organization. Again, when you look at the Bills, Josh Allen, we got, man, I can't think of his name. They drafted him last year. I think it's Rossinu, I believe is his name. Matt Milano, Ed Oliver, Tre'Davious White. Like, these guys are cornerstone guys that they drafted. Edmonds, the middle linebacker, that they've drafted and gotten there through the draft, and these are cornerstone pieces to that football team. So, we'll get into some videos and talk about possible free agencies, where they could go in the draft, things of that nature as it progresses. But I am super, super excited to be a Giants fan right now. You have to be happy with the signing of Joe Schoen. It's definitely going to be bringing in some positivity to this organization. He created the analytics department with the Buffalo Bills, and I am more than positive that he's going to be creating an amazing analytics team here with the New York Football Giants, and we will see an immediate, and it almost kind of feels like the losing is over. I don't know for you guys, but for me as a Giants fan, it almost feels like to me that the losing is done. Like, it's over. Today, it stopped. And obviously that's not true. We're not going to not lose another game, but it almost feels like we finally have it right. We finally got it right. We got the right person in place. It feels like night and day compared to when we brought in Dave Gettleman to bringing in Joe Schoen. So I'm super excited. I'm super happy. As Giants fans, you should be excited too. I apologize for the late upload, but like I said, I was working all day. I will potentially have another video that's going to be going up, kind of breaking down some of the head coaching candidates. I will get that recorded and uploaded tomorrow. But man, it is a great time to be a Giants fan. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. How did you guys feel? Where were you at when you guys heard that Joe Schoen was named the Giants general manager? I'm interested to see. Put it in the comment section. Again, if when we hit 100 subscribers on the channel, I will be giving away a $15 gift card. I will be doing that as a Twitter giveaway. So make sure that you guys are following the channel. You guys are subscribed to the channel, and you guys are also following me on Twitter. Again, my socials will be down in the description. So make sure that you guys are going ahead and following me on both Twitter, and you are subscribing and liking the videos as well. Once we get to that 100 subscribers, we will go ahead and I will give away that $15 gift card. So I greatly appreciate the love and support. Again, guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.